In the last video, you worked with vertex form and solving vertex form's equations. Today what we're going to do is we are going to set up vertex form equations. And vertex form is y equals to a, x minus h squared plus k. And this is a quadratic because of the squared. The things that we're going to focus on today is inserting h, inserting k, and solving for the a value. And we're going to do this as simply as possible, so all I'm going to do is focus in on 2 points. I'm going to focus in on the vertex and a point on the parabola. Okay. So to make this as simple as possible, I'm just going to give you a vertex. So in this case, the vertex will be 2, 8, and 0, 4 is going to be the point. And we're going to go ahead and use this equation and set up a graph, or set up an equation based off of these 2 points. So I'm going to start by writing down y equals a, x minus h squared plus k. And h and k up here are going to be the vertex in the order of the xy. So in order to plug that in, I'm going to come up here, I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be the x, so this is h, and 8 is going to be k. I'm going to plug it straight in like that. So y equals to a, x, and I'm going to follow the formula. So the formula says minus, I'm going to put a minus there, h, the h value is 2, squared, plus k, I'm going to put positive, and then the k value is positive 8, so I'm going to put positive 8. With the signs in the equation, I'm just going to follow those, so minus, addition, and then I plug in those values. Now, in order to find a, which is going to be the thing that takes up the most time with this, we're going to use this point, and we're going to plug it in. Now, we know 0 is the x, and 4 is the y. So I'm going to plug it in just like that. Y right here becomes 4 equals to a. X becomes 0 minus 2 squared plus 8. Okay. I can go ahead and look at this part and say we can figure this out. So 0 minus 2 we know is negative 2. And negative 2 squared is going to be 4. If you have a hard time seeing that, you can use your calculator and just plug it in all as 1. So it's parentheses 0 minus 2, close parentheses, squared. And there's positive 4. Plus 8. All right, this is just a 2-step algebra problem at this point. So we're going to get rid of the positive 8 first with a minus 8. Draw a line. 4 minus 8 is negative 4 equals to a times 4. Nothing changes here because there's nothing underneath there. And the 8 minus 8 is going to give us 0. Now we need to solve for a, so we're going to get rid of this multiplying by 4. We're going to do that by using its inverse. We're going to divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. A comes out. And negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. So I'm going to set up the equation, y equals to, the a value is negative 1, then x minus, and I'm just following the formula, the 2 we put in, squared plus 8. Let's look at another one just to be sure that we've got it. So one more problem would look like, let's take a vertex of, I'll just move this up and out of the way. A vertex is going to be negative 3, 2. And then we'll look at a point being negative 1.5 and negative 9.25. So we've got some different stuff happening here. Okay. So I'm going to set up y equals to the vertex x minus h squared plus k. And remember, we put in the vertex first. So I'm going to follow it out. I'm going to say y equals to a. I'm going to leave that in there. X, and follow the formula. Minus, And then the h, remember the h is the first part of the vertex, and that's a negative number. So I'm going to put negative 3 squared, follow the formula, plus k is 2. Now once we get here, you can realize that looking at the equation, you have two negatives in here. We know that two negatives make a positive. So I'm going to rewrite it. Y equals to a x plus 3 squared plus 2. Okay. Now that I've got this set up, we're going to take the point and we're going to fill it all in with the stuff it needs. So y, we're going to put negative 9.25 in for, equals to a, then the x value is negative 1.5 plus 3 squared plus 2. And just like before, we're going to start solving for a, so I'm going to take this block right here. I can figure out what this value is. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in as negative 1.5 plus 3, close parentheses, and then square it. Those parentheses are very important with this. Okay? You're going to get 2.25. So negative 9.25 equals to a times 2.25 plus 2. We're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to get rid of that positive 2 with a negative 2. Okay? This is going to cancel. A times 2.25 is going to come down, and that's going to be equal to negative 11.25. You can plug this in case you have a hard time with that stuff. So negative 9.25 minus 2, we get negative 11.25. Okay. And 2.25 is attached to a by multiplication, so we're going to divide. I'm going to have to move this off to the side. So let's do this, negative 11.25 divided by 2.25, and you get negative 5. I'm going to write it off to the side. A equals negative 5. Now to finish this, we're making the equation, so I'm going to rewrite the equation. Y equals 2. The a value is a negative 5, then x plus 3 squared plus 2. And that's how you create vertex form equations with a vertex and a point on the parabola.